10 things you will be asked as an Irish person living in Scotland. What about you folks? I'm Keelan. Now, I spent 6 years living in Scotland studying a film degree. Since then, I've moved back and I've done absolutely nothing with it. So, so here we are. But yeah, straight off the bat, something I've probably been asked the most. I'm going to Ireland. I'm straight off the ferry. First thing, hello, my name's Keelan. Are you Celtic or Rangers? Off the bat, they will ask you if you're Celtic or Rangers. Which do you support Glasgow Celtic or do you support Glasgow Rangers? But it is a little deeper than that. They're basically trying to find out if you're a Catholic or you're a Protestant, because obviously that's a touchy subject in Ireland as well as Scotland. But in their language, it's basically them trying to work out whether you're a sound cunt or you're just a cunt. But yeah, that's probably what I've been asked the most. Straight off the rip as well. There's no like warning for it. It's just all right. Hello, you Celtic or Rangers? I'm I'm killing, but like, yeah, that's the main one I've been asked. Now following on from that, it's probably a very obvious one, but you'll get it a lot. And if you live in Scotland already and you are Irish, you'll have got this 100 times. Oh my god, are you Irish? And you'll be like, what? Give it away? Yeah, I am. Now not all the time. You'll get two responses after that, right? You'll get two responses either, "Oh my god, I love the Irish," or you'll get, "Is it Ireland or Northern Ireland?" Now, I don't want to get all political with this one, but this one really does piss me off, to put it politely, because if you've asked me if I'm Irish, had I been Northern Irish, I would have stood in correctly. But it says, well, actually, I'm Northern Irish. I'm from Northern Ireland. If you ask me if I'm Irish and I say yes, it's such a touchy subject because I do live in the north. I do live in the north, but I have an Irish passport. I am an Irish citizen. Which is why, following on from that, the next one, kind of similarly, I'm from Derry. The next one, specific to Derry people, you'll get, oh, where are you from? Oh, what part of Ireland are you from? Oh, I'm from Derry. Oh, is it Derry or Londonderry? Now, I have no issue with anyone calling it Londonderry, none at all. But if you ask me and I tell you it's Derry, don't try and correct me or ask me again. Respect what I call it. Again, I don't want to get overly political and all serious because I don't take myself that seriously. But if I wasn't like if I was working, for example, and a customer had asked that, and I'm like doing them a service, I'm like, bruh, just not today. I'm like too hungover to get all patriotic on you. But yeah, that's a big one as well. Now, one that was probably asked like a whole lot, and this is mainly for my best friend. I want to clarify my best friend is from Glasgow, and he is a Protestant. He's a Rangers man. Now I am Catholic myself, so we see. Look at us, like, crossing the divide, down in the and thing. But one thing he would ask me all the time is, does Ireland have, and then just insert generic item here. Like he'd be like, oh, does Ireland have buses? Does Ireland have microwaves? Like, you'll get that all the time. Does Ireland have this? Have Ireland have that? I think there's a conception in some areas that Ireland just is a third world country, despite being like a half-hour flight if even. Um, this is no word of a lie. I remember one of my old bosses and one of my jobs over there. He sent me to the shop one morning, and he looked me dead in the eye, dead serious, and went, Keelan, he says, I'm not winding you up. I'm not winding you up. But do you know what a croissant is?" And I'm there, and I'm like, "Oh yeah, the famously Scottish croissant." I was like, "Yes, I know what a croissant is." He says, "Yeah, yeah, just didn't know if he's had it over there." And I don't know, like, it, some of them just really baffle me, but some of them also are really funny. Now back to the whole Catholic Protestant Celtic Rangers one. Sticking with my workplace one, like, I do enjoy a bit of workplace banter. One of the boys on my first day, he asked me just straight off the bat another variation of that very question, and it was, "Are you a bomber boy or are you a drummer boy?" If you know, you know. If you if you don't, if you don't. Um, yeah. Now following on from that, they'll just get you to say phrases like you're their little performance circus monkey. They'll just get you to say random words like cupboard or a big one for me was car. You know, because I'm from the north. Oh, it's car. It's not a car. You know, I say car. Um, I remember my first day in the country meeting someone at university, and for whatever reason, they were going around different Scottish accents, getting them to say the word darling, darling, and then they came to me, "Oh, you're Irish? Say darling." So I just went darling. And yeah, apparently I say say it the hottest, but like we knew that anyway. Of the best accent there is, absolutely. Following on from that, just sticking with the wee bit bordering offensive ones. Do you remember the famine? Oh, look, there's a potato in the supermarket. Look, I bet, when was the last time you seen one of those? Like, oh, do you remember the famine? Oh, all the time, all the bloody time. I love a potato. We have it in all our meals. Um, yeah. Oh, yeah. I This one probably goes without saying, but you'll just get hit with generic Irish fucking cultural appropriation. Like, oh, you're Irish. Oh, top of the morning to you. Where's me Lucky Charms and all that. We don't fucking say that. We don't even have Lucky Charms. That's an American thing. Oh, but yeah, you'll get hit with all that shit. And yeah, it's funny for about 3 seconds, and then when it carries on after that, it's just really irritating. I'm making it sound like I had a terrible time in Scotland. I didn't. I love them. They're all sound. They're all absolutely sound. I love them. Another one that I was asked quite a bit because I'm a Catholic. This isn't just strictly because I'm Irish. I think it was because I'm Catholic as well. Was I ever an altar boy? And then that was followed up with, did you ever get fuddled by a Catholic priest? They kind of went hand in hand, those two. Now I don't really want to go into it too much, but if you weren't touched by a Catholic priest when you were an altar boy, then you were just an ugly altar boy. That's no more to it. For legal reasons, I'm joking. I am absolutely joking. Another place I used to work in Debenhams as well for a lovely girl called Debbie. Debbie from Debenhams. That was a fun one to work around. But from Debenhams asked me, "Can I change how you speak?" Now I get that I'm dealing with customers, right? I get that I'm doing this. Now you can probably hear me speak slower. Once I turn this camera off, I speak 10 times quicker. Um, can you slow down? Is probably a better way of asking that. But just, can you change how you speak? But yeah, I didn't realize how quickly Irish people actually spoke until I moved away. I thought I would struggle understanding them, but no, far from it. Absolutely far from it. I was the problem. I could understand them grand. There was very few times I had to be like, "Can you say that again?" All the time it happened with me, especially when I was drinking, as you can imagine. Probably the last one, and probably the most crucial, important one, is, what's Ireland like now? Now they ask that in a sense of, like, obviously with the troubles and with us, our tendencies to blow each other up throughout the 60s, 70s, 80s. They're asking, "Oh, what's it like now?" Um, and truth be told, it is better. For anyone wondering, we still have the odd hiccup, but who doesn't? Um, but yeah, it was really eye opening actually how not little educated they were. Like, I don't want to sound condescending when I say that, but how they grasped and how they like had a conception of Ireland before they came. Like, I remember bringing a lot of uni mates over in my second year, and they were walking around Derry and they were seeing the murals, they were seeing like Bloody Sunday memorials, and they were just taken aback. But then my best friend for a reason, he would just find IRA sprayed on a mural and piss himself laughing at it, take out his camera and take a photo of it. Honestly, that's how he done that whole trip. With 31 pictures, just IRA, 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 IRA. Not, do you know what? It sounds like, the more I think about that, it sounds like I've painted Scottish people in a very terrible light. No, they are the loveliest people in the world. They are so welcoming, despite all the kind of light-hearted things and also the bit more political things. They are the loveliest people in the world. Like, Glasgow's phrase is, "People make Glasgow." They have that everywhere for some reason, which I've never truly got. But when I actually deep it and I think about it further, they genuinely do. They are the greatest people in the world, apart from us Irish people, obviously. But if you are Irish, or not even Irish, if you just plan on moving to Scotland in general, like for uni, for whatever it might be, honestly, go. It is a beautiful country with beautiful people, with weird sense of humor. But yeah, love it. Absolutely loved every minute being there. But specifically, if you are Irish, these are probably just a few phrases to to look out for. But yeah, anyway, I've spoken of out of trouble. um, if there is any of my Scottish mates watching, I love you. I miss you dearly. Have a good one. Right, folks. I hope you've enjoyed. I know it's not exactly the most groundbreaking content, but as I say, I spent 6 years in that country. To get into the media industry, to get into stuff like this, and I'll be honest, I just haven't pulled my finger out to do so. So thought I'd make a start. I hope you've enjoyed. If he's did, feel free to leave a wee like if he's want. Drop us a wee follow if he's want. Oh, do you like my bottoms? They've got Stewie Griffin on them. It's my pajama bottoms. Yeah, but honestly, like, don't feel pressured. Keelan doesn't do auditions, so if you didn't enjoy it, just leave. I'm only joking. Please help me grow because um, I would like to be bigger, so to speak. But yeah, take care, folks. Um, and have a splendid day at top of the morning day, and that's the only time I'm ever saying that. Right? Thanks. Goodbye.